Hello, everybody! This is Nova Prime, and I'd like to welcome you all to the first devlog for the mod. This is a new thing we'll be doing on the channel, and for the mod in general, because we've hit the newest donation on our Patreon. In these devlogs, we'll be showing off new features and mechanics that we've been working on for the past month or two. It'll be spoilery, so if you don't want to watch it, I'd suggest clicking off now, because it'll go into pretty depth, like a lot of depth, on these new mechanics. So today, we're on the topic of Overload, which I'm sure many of you have already seen before, or at least seen it in the trailer. It's the new mechanic for Legendary trait. So, it only applies to Super Saiyan C-Type and Legendary Super Saiyan, of which these three are the only ones that Legendary trait gets. As you can see here at the bottom, I'm not sure if you can see it on the recording, but Overload, while unmastered, is 3.6 per second, and while mastered, it's 1.8. So, select that. So as you can see in the top left here, it'll start increasing over time. Sorry about that. So, as you can see here in the top left, Overload will increase over time while you're in the form, as well as drain more ki. Once you hit 0, or 1, that's totally a bug, don't just ignore that. Your overload will keep increasing. There's no effects until you hit about 100, at least for now. We might change it later, but for now it's this. So, as we hit 100, these cool effects will happen, which I'm sure you've all seen. There's a few glitchy rings here, we'll try and iron those out before release. You'll also notice our keybar will start going wild, because you shouldn't be able to see your ki while you're going crazy like this. So, as a rundown of what's happening while you're in overload, every 5 seconds, your damage will fluctuate every between 25% and 200%, which does let Legendary Saiyans, while in overload, it does give them the highest damage in the game. But while you could also get less damage than everyone else, because it's all luck based. And if we hold charge while in this state, you'll be risen up, and you'll start firing blasts everywhere. Now these can hit friendlies and enemies, as well as other players. So, don't use this in a fight, or I guess you can, but be prepared for people to not like you. Also, the damage is a little off, just ignore that. It shouldn't be like that. Alright. So, as overload decreases, it'll decrease over time. It'll give it, after you disable, it'll take about 3 seconds for it to start going down. I'm sure you guys can't see it, but let's do that. There's a ki over usage debuff. After you disable it, you'll have reduced damage, movement speed, and defense. And your ki, although that's a bit of a bug, but it should be going down. It'll go down to 0 temporarily. Then it'll come back up to what it should be over time. So using it in a fight is not, well, it is recommended because you get that increase in damage, but you also have to be much more careful as to not accidentally, kill your friends, and the repercussions of disabling it. Now, it will disable after a while if you've hit 0 ki. Well, you can't see it, so there is a time limit on it, and you can't be in it constantly. But that's the new mechanic for Legendary Saiyans. It's gonna change how they play quite a bit, and it's also gonna tie into a few form unlocks for them. But it'll be pretty interesting. I think you'll have fun with this. We might make some adjustments to it later, but this is probably what it's going to be like once we release, aside from some bug fixes, because it's not finished just yet. But I hope you all enjoyed. This is the first devlog. We'll probably end up doing another one next month, or maybe sooner than that, on, I'm not sure yet, but something new. So, I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you for tuning in.